Hello and welcome to this video on the topic of genetically modified seeds and their impact on farmers and their livelihoods. In recent years, the use of genetically modified seeds has increased dramatically, with some people seeing them as a solution to feeding an ever-growing global population, while others see them as a threat to both human health and the environment. However, in this video, we will focus specifically on the impact of genetically modified seeds on farmers and their livelihoods. While there are certainly concerns and criticisms regarding the impact of genetically modified seeds on farmers and the environment, it is important to acknowledge that there are also potential benefits to using these seeds, such as increased crop yields and pest resistance. That being said, some of the largest companies that produce genetically modified seeds include Monsanto, now owned by Bayer, Syngenta, DowDuPont, and Bus. These companies have faced significant controversy and criticism for their practices and the impact of their products on farmers and the environment. One of the primary criticisms leveled at these companies is that they use their patents on genetically modified seeds to control the global seed market and force farmers to purchase new seeds each year, rather than allowing them to save and replant their own seeds. This can put a significant financial strain on farmers, particularly in developing countries where small-scale farmers may not be able to afford the high costs associated with genetically modified seeds and the chemicals needed to grow them.
There are concerns about the impact of genetically modified seeds on biodiversity and the environment. The use of these seeds and the accompanying herbicides and pesticides can lead to the development of herbicide-resistant weeds and pests, which can harm both crops and the surrounding ecosystem. In conclusion, while it is important to acknowledge the potential benefits of genetically modified seeds, it is also important to consider the criticisms and concerns surrounding their use, particularly with regards to the impact on farmers and the environment. It is ultimately up to consumers and policymakers to make informed decisions about the use of these products and to prioritize sustainable and ethical farming practices.
The anti-GMO movement is a social and political movement that has gained momentum over the past few decades, with many individuals and organizations advocating against the use of genetically modified organisms in agriculture and food production. This movement is primarily concerned with the potential risks and negative impacts of genetically modified organisms, GMOs, on human health, the environment, and sustainable agriculture. The movement has grown in response to concerns about the long-term effects of GMOs on human health and the environment, as well as the control that large corporations have over the food supply. The anti-GMO movement has been supported by a variety of groups, including organic farmers, environmentalists, consumer advocacy organizations, and concerned citizens. One of the most notable anti-GMO campaigns was the labeling initiative, which sought to require that all foods containing genetically modified ingredients be labeled as such. This campaign was successful in several US states, including Vermont and Oregon, and led to increased awareness and discussion of GMOs among the general public. The anti-GMO movement has also had a global impact, with many countries implementing strict regulations on the use of GMOs in agriculture and food production. For example, the European Union has imposed strict labeling requirements and has banned the cultivation of genetically modified crops in several member states. Overall, the growth of the anti-GMO movement reflects a growing concern about the impacts of modern agricultural practices on human health, the environment, and the sustainability of our food systems. While there is still significant debate and controversy surrounding the use of GMOs, it is clear that the anti-GMO movement has had a significant impact on public opinion and policy decisions regarding the use of these products.